on, so let's go ahead and get some messages for the day. Again, collective reading, so take what resonates, release what doesn't. One of my previous videos I don't know what happened to it. It got messed up, so I took it down. So you might have seen me in this same outfit before. So before I get into the cards and all of the other channel messages for the day, which will probably be different than the previous one, I'm not sure. I will start off by saying one of the messages that came through, which I still feel applies now, is to go back and watch some of the movies that you once watched as a child, because you have new and different eyes now as an adult, and there could be messaging that you need to hear in there, especially if you've gone through awakening. Fun fact about me is that I used to be terrified of E.T., but I love him now. And I made some E.T. earrings too. So I got E.T. earrings and the shirt. So there's that. So now let's go ahead and get into some messages for the day. My daughter's sitting here. So hopefully she'll be quiet, but let's go ahead and see. Stop with that, baby. First thing I'm hearing through my clairaudience is they know. They know. So again, that will resonate differently for different people, but I'm hearing they know. So whether that's they know what they did, that could be a good or bad thing. You know what I mean? Just depending on context of what that is, they know. It could be that they know how you feel. It could be they know better, whatever is for you. All I'm hearing is they know. So that's the first message. Apply that to, if you feel like that's speaking to you, how it fits. But let's see what else comes through. Universal message for the collective. Truth be told. Okay. Asking the wrong questions. So, and other side of that is King of Pentacles. The energy and vibe I'm getting from this is wanting to reach a certain level of certainty, security, structure, foundation, like something that feels like an ongoing sense of peace, to where there's not a constant feeling of wondering or a constant feeling of being in survival mode in whatever area of life this may apply, whether it's life, business, love, whatever it is. And so, but you're asking the wrong questions is what's coming through. So maybe it's not a matter of how do they feel about me as an example, but how do they make you feel in the relationship? Maybe it's not a matter of will I get so-and-so job, but is this job the right fit? Because if it's not the right fit, then you're probably not going to stay. So then it's not long lasting. You know what I'm saying? So those are just examples. But when you're asking, are you actually asking the right question for the results that you're actually seeking? And then keep that in mind. And the other energy I'm getting from this is that there's a level of maturity that is in the development here. So, stop with that, baby. So this feels like you are reaching a peak of maturity in some area, or needing to work on it if you're not. Again, collective reading. But it's a feeling of outgrowth that I feel. Outgrowing certain people, outgrowing certain ways of doing things, outgrowing certain habits, outgrowing new and certain perspectives. So especially even if it's returning to something, circling back to the original message of like ET and all that, like outgrowing phases, right? So even if you circle back to something and give it a try again because you outgrew an old way, you might have a new way of viewing it. So I do feel like that's part of the message here is just allowing and understanding that you're going to outgrow certain things in life with time, hopefully. Ooh, and more money coming, which goes perfectly, quiet baby, which goes perfectly with what we were talking about in the beginning. Yes, you might still have some old fears or like some self-doubt, or just when you want it now or feel like you need it now, it's hard to sometimes remain grounded in, waiting to see the results, right? The fears can take hold. But I also think in order for this to come through, quiet love, is you're going to also have to disconnect from some of those people and things and habits that you've been outgrowing in order to reach there, and then the more money will come in. The October time frame is standing out as well. So for some of you, maybe this is when you begin to see more of the results. And as I say that, I look down and this is what I see. You will see receipts. So I guess so. In or around the October time frame, depending upon when you come across this video, meaning it could be in October, it could be a little bit before, a little bit after, but around that, depending upon when you see this, when you see more results. And that's also going to be a time frame to where it almost comes across like you're gonna have more of a mysterious energy. And for some people, baby, stop please, it may come across as like secretive. It's not really secretive though. You're just being more selective, and you may be realizing how certain people, because you've outgrown them and maybe they can sense it, you may pick up that there's a little bit of just like hateration, jealousy, what have you, to where you don't feel comfortable sharing some of the breakthroughs that are coming and will be coming on the way. And for some of you, this is also, I feel like this is heavily focused on like money and career and all of that, but I also feel like these are stable partners that may be coming or maturing in or around that time frame as well for some of you, or maybe a little bit of both. So that's what I see. If you made it this far, send me whatever emoji you're feeling, and I'll talk to you another time. Bye.